SoSlowSushi and welcome back to my channel. So this is the cat lady. Anybody who doesn't know what's happening, you guys can check out my other two videos. It'll give a lot better explanation than the short little explanation I'm about to give you. So this deals heavily with depression and suicide, so just like to make that disclaimer on all these videos before I start them, because I know that's not some people's jam, but it's also a psychological horror. The first episode was me finding little trinkets and stuff to get me to where I needed to be to get to more of the storyline. The last episode, we talked to an elderly woman, the Queen of Maggots, I think is what she called herself, and she gave us a task. I refused it. I probably made a mistake, and now we're kind of left on our own to figure out stuff. And what I'm assuming is the afterlife. I haven't quite figured out where the hell we are. So, anyways, let's just play. Let's get into it. Let's go. Come on. Alright, so candle. We're going to examine or blow out. We're going to examine it just because I like examining everything. Strange. The flame seems strong and steady, but there is no smoke. We're not going to use a crowbar on a candle. We're going to blow it out. Oh. I made a mistake.
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
That was strange and hard to watch. And I feel like me blowing out that candle means that I just took somebody's life. I blew out somebody's life candle! Is that what just happened? That's not my responsibility, people. Alright. Am I just supposed to blow- oh my god. Do I have to blow out all these candles?
I think that's enough for now.
Yeah, me too. Can I blow out this
I think
one?
that's enough for now.
She didn't like it either. Can I touch this now? No. She's not here to look at or yell at me.
What the? How did I get back here?
You just did. How did you get anywhere, lady? Just so you guys know, I am aware that there's a little thing for my Steam trailing down in the corner, but there's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to get rid of it, but I had to stop the whole game. Don't know why. Alright, so that was my body for anybody that's just joining. I had a couple things that I needed on it. Should I check the pockets again? Maybe I should. Okay. I was hoping there would be something in there this time. Not really hoping, just, you know. That'd be a puzzle that I'd be like, what is happening? I don't understand. Because I don't understand anything, ever. You guys know this, though. You guys have been watching me long enough. The art style in this is just so unique. The music is unique. I'm enjoying this game. I'm confused, but I'm enjoying it. Alright, so we're gonna go back in here. We have a crowbar! Hey! Was it black and white before? Yes. Alright, so we're gonna try to do the machine thing. Switch on. Alright. Can't do anything with the crowbar on that. I bet you we can do something with the crowbar on the plank that's there. Yes, we can use it here. Thank goodness. There's a hole. We're gonna examine it. The sign underneath it says emergency power switch danger. It's dark inside. All this blood around the hole. Was someone hurt here? Obviously. I want to reach inside. Ooh. Oh my god! What do I do? What do I do? What is happening right now? I want to leave. I really like the music in this part. I wish I didn't have to cut my arm off to experience it, but that's fine. Is this the ending or is this just the beginning? I love the way they did this. Okay. This just got so much more badass, everybody. So much more badass. I love it. Oh yeah, I forgot there's chapters. Alright, chapter 2. We're gonna go into this. This probably would have been a more appropriate place to cut off.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty.
I don't like him at all.
I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you'll probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves.
It's true.
Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan Ashworth, date of birth, something, something, something.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort.
Hooray.
We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
But I didn't
Would you like
say
me to get you
anything.
some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Tick, 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 tick.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I
My
have to
heart
take
rate
your
is
blood
through the
pressure.
roof.
2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place.
You're a terrible nurse.
Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old.
It is a pretty good blood
Just wanted
pressure.
to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
My pulse rate is 83. That is also not very terrible with the situation I'm in. That was a terrible nurse, though. She shouldn't be telling people she hates her job. Ah! Oh my god! What is happening right now?
Bad dream?
No, just a dream like any other. Yeah, a really bad one.
No, just a dream like any other.
That's a me type of dream.
That's fine then. I nearly woke you up, you see. Saw you tossing and turning as I came in here. You looked like you were having a horrible nightmare. I get nightmares sometimes. I get them, and I can't wake up. Or sometimes I dream that I'm falling. Those are strange dreams. Because I think I like them. I keep falling, but I never fall, if you know what I mean. Never hit the ground. Never.
They tell you that if you hit the ground in your dream, you die in real life. At least that's what I've always been told, which is interesting. What was your name again? What happened to me? We're gonna ask what her name is.
What was your name again?
I
I
forgot
forgot
to
Liz,
introduce
I
myself,
think.
didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
Is she a
Clinic
parasite?
auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously, I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then
All of a sudden I was in a field of barley. I woke up here and saw you. I don't want to sound crazy, and I also don't want to give too much away, just in case. Because I don't know what I'm dealing with. So we're just gonna say that I woke up and saw
I woke
her.
up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter.
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
What?
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
No one owes anybody their life, especially after you tried to kill yourself. Sitting there telling somebody that they owe somebody their life when they just tried to take their own means nothing and is upsetting. I know it's just a game, but that's upsetting, especially since this person's supposed to portray a nurse. She's a terrible nurse. How long have I been here? When will they let me go home? I want to know how long I've been there. It would explain the crazy dream
How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening.
No.
You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
They should probably take that cord out of her room. You know, maybe the light, maybe put her on a one-on-one, but I don't know anything.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Tell me more about this Dr. X. Did you see this daughter of mine? Tell me something about yourself. I'm tired. Let me sleep now. I want to know more about the daughter, because if I can get a description, maybe? I don't know.
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero.
What?
Maybe
What?
real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
My kitties.
Maybe.
I want to know more about the
Tell
doctor
me more
now.
about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Alright, so we are going to have her tell us more about herself. She's an odd duck. To sit there and say that somebody is a great person and to trust him, and then sits there and says that he draws everything out of you and pretty much takes advantage of, you know, the women that he not only treats but works with, that doesn't sound like a good person to me. But
Tell me something more
well,
about
maybe
yourself.
we'll figure out why
Me?
she's like that.
I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
No one looks like bad people.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up, right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Okay, so apparently this is Dr. X. I expected them to make him look a little more, I don't know, fancy, bulked out. You know, Dr. McSteamy, or whatever the hell they call him. But here he is. I'm going to leave this here because we're about 25 minutes in and I'm trying to keep these episodes a little bit shorter. This is getting really, really in-depth and I'm really enjoying this. The psychological aspect of it is amazing. So hopefully you guys are all enjoying it. If you are, feel free to share this with your friends, your family, your dog, or not. That's fine too. And hit the subscribe button below. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.